So I took myself off for a walk in the garden. And in that beautiful garden, I found the courage to admit to myself I knew why he wasn't coming to the door, that the only explanation that made any sense was that he must have suddenly died. And with that realization, I felt a wall of terror coming towards me like a tsunami wave. This was the worst thing I could possibly imagine could happen to me or to my son. I couldn't believe I was going to have to live this whole story again, and this time in the mother role. I would have done anything I could to avoid it. But then I heard a voice. It was my own voice talking to me. And it was so kind and firm and almost joyful. And the voice said to me, "Say yes. Just say yes. It might seem like the worst thing ever, but just say yes." And in that moment of saying yes, I surrendered. I surrendered to life, not how I wish it was, but how it is. So this was not the yes of a heroic warrior putting on the armor to ride into battle and crush the foe. It was not the yes of an unsupported victim unable to say no. It was the yes of surrender. It was the yes of opening my arms wide to include the unincludable. So I wouldn't have chosen it. I would have done anything I could to get around what was happening. And yet, it was clear there were no other options. It is. So if it is, how can I be in it and live it fully? How can I bring everything I've got, everything I've been given to it? How can I make sure it's going to be different this time? It's going to be better. How do I not just survive it, but live and grow and develop through it? How might it even possibly heal me? I didn't want to just be a survivor anymore. I wanted to thrive. So if it's true that we are all just walking each other home in this life, it occurred to me that maybe my willingness to hang out in this territory was the greatest gift I had to give to my son and to the world. I have so many more options when I say yes than when I'm locked in my internal endless monologue of no, I don't want this to be, no, this isn't how it should be, no, it's not fair, no. There came a time when I started to ask myself, since it did happen, how has it been useful to me?